Good morning, students. I am Ajay Kumar Mishra from Arya College of Engineering and Information Technology. This is Radar and TV Engineering subject for EC 8th semester students. Today I am going to teach you about unit number 4. In this unit number 4, the topic is RF tuner and IF amplifier. As you all are aware that in TV sets, the tuning in between the audio and video signals and the amplifications of the signals are very important. So this is very important topic for today's lecture. So a RF tuner is a subsystem that receives radio frequency or RF transmissions, in short, like radio broadcasts, and converts the selected carrier frequency and its associated bandwidth into a fixed frequency. Usually a lower frequency is used on the output. More complex transmissions like PAL, NTSC, DAB, and similar to these transmissions use a wider frequency bandwidth, and these are used often with several subcarriers. These are transmitted, these means these transmissions or these frequency band are transmitted inside the receiver as an intermediate frequency or IF. A tuner can also refer to a radio receiver or standalone audio component to be connected to a separate amplifier. We can simply understand a tuner that it will tune the frequencies in between the transmitted signal and the received signal, and also make the audio and video signal compatible to each other, so that they can be collected or collaborated all together to produce a very good quality signal output. The verb tuning in radio context means adjusting the radio receiver to receive the desired radio signal carrier frequency. The simplest tuner consists of an inductor and capacitor connected in parallel. So it's a very simple, means if we talk about the simplest tuner, then it has only inductor and a capacitor, where the capacitor or inductor is made to be variable. They can be changed according to the application or desire. Combined with a detector, also known as a demodulator, it becomes the simplest radio receiver, often called a crystal set. Older models of RF tuner would realize manual tuning by means of mechanically operated ganged variable capacitors. So it's obvious that in older models the tuning was done by the means of mechanical sources, and the capacitors are changed through the manually. Modern radio tuners use a super heterodyne receiver with tuning selected by adjustment of the frequency of a local oscillator. So in modern radio tuners, the frequency is adjusted automatically as per the accordance of the requirement, and the adjustment is done by the selecting the tuning frequency of the frequency of a local oscillator. This is a block diagram of RF tuner. You can see very easily that here the components are arranged in a proper manner, and the band pass filters are applicable to create some desired band of the frequency where the adjustment or the tuning is occurred. So here signal or bandwidth will flow into the circuit, and then it is filtered or tuned through the mixing of the different frequencies, and at the final it is added or summed up to a desired level and given through the output at the output section. The other topic is intermediate frequency or IF amplifiers. IF amplifiers are amplifier stages used to raise signal levels in radio and television receivers at frequencies intermediate to the higher radio frequency signal from the antenna and the lower audio or video frequency. So as the name suggests, the amplification, because we will get an intermediate frequency signal, so this signal is weaker, so we have to amplify it to make it more powerful to be achieved or obtained at the output. If IF amplifiers in heterodyne receivers apply gain in a frequency band between the input radio frequency and output audio frequency or video frequency, often following one stage of RF amplifier. So it is means it is amplified the signal about through the 1 ampere current, and it's often done one stage of RF amplification of the signal. So in this lecture we have got about the amplification of intermediate frequency signal and the tuning in between the audio and video signal, and also the how the signal is passed and processed into the circuit in order to be tuned with the transmitted and received signal, and through this we are able to generate very good quality output signal, which is a combination of audio and video signals. So in this lecture, this is all for my side. Till then, thank you.